There's no such thing as a bad dog, only misunderstood ones. But let's face it, not all breeds are created equal when it comes to ease of ownership. Some pups, no matter how cute or fluffy they look, can test even the most patient and experienced pet owners. In today's video, we're going to look at the top 3 most difficult dog breeds to own, not because they're aggressive or dangerous, but because their unique personalities and quirks make them a real challenge. If you're thinking of adding a new furry friend to your family, these are the breeds you may want to think twice about. And if you already own one, you deserve a medal. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe. Let's start with number 3 on our list, the Afghan Hound. Now don't let the flowing, silky coat and aristocratic stance fool you. Beneath that runway model appearance is a dog with the personality of, well, a cat. Known for their beauty and elegance, Afghan Hounds are one of the oldest dog breeds in the world, originally bred for hunting in the mountains of Afghanistan. But unlike other hunting dogs that are eager to please, Afghans are incredibly independent. In fact, their independence is legendary. They're often described as aloof, self-absorbed, and yes, stubborn as heck. Think you're going to train an Afghan Hound to sit, stay, or roll over? Maybe, if they feel like it. Training an Afghan Hound is more about negotiation than instruction. You can try treats, praise, and even clickers, but if your Afghan decides it's not in the mood, you'll get nothing more than a blank stare and a dramatic walk away. They're incredibly smart, but their intelligence often works against you. While some dogs thrive on structure and commands, Afghan Hounds will do the trick once, maybe twice, and then look at you like, why are we still doing this? If you want a loyal, clingy pet that follows you from room to room, this is definitely not the breed for you. They're not aggressive or disobedient. They just live in their own world, and you're lucky if they invite you into it. On top of that, grooming an Afghan is basically a part-time job. That luscious coat, it tangles and mats easily, so if you're not ready to brush them every day or pay for frequent grooming visits, prepare for some major hair-related headaches. In short, Afghan Hounds are breathtakingly beautiful but notoriously difficult. They demand respect, space, and a whole lot of patience. Coming in at number 2 is the deceptively adorable, droopy-eyed Basset Hound. With their short legs, long ears, and lazy charm, Basset Hounds may look like the perfect couch companion, but don't let that sleepy exterior fool you. This breed is one of the hardest to house train. Many owners have found themselves cleaning up messes for months, sometimes even years, after bringing a Basset home. These dogs are stubborn, slow to respond to commands, and have a habit of doing things on their schedule. If you expect quick progress in potty training, you're in for a rude awakening. You'll need persistence, patience, and a big supply of carpet cleaner. But the difficulties don't stop there. Basset Hounds are, at their core, scent hounds. That means they are absolutely ruled by their noses. Once a Basset picks up a scent, and it could be anything from a sandwich crumb to a squirrel trail, you might as well not exist. All your shouting, leash tugging, or begging will be ignored as they become completely obsessed with tracking the smell. Taking a walk with a Basset Hound often feels less like exercise and more like detective work. They'll stop suddenly, refuse to move, or drag you in a completely different direction. And unlike more athletic hounds, their heavy bodies and short legs mean they're not exactly agile. They can be clumsy, slow, and surprisingly strong when they're determined. Socially, Bassets are sweet and generally friendly, but their laziness can sometimes make them difficult housemates, especially if you live in a smaller space. They snore loudly, drool constantly, and shed more than you might expect. Oh, and did we mention the smell? Bassets have oily skin that can give off a strong doggy odor if not washed regularly. So in addition to training challenges, you'll be dealing with a never-ending cleaning cycle. They might look like sleepy little angels, but don't underestimate the effort it takes to raise a Basset Hound. They're stubborn, slow learners, and once their nose takes over, all bets are off. And now, sitting regally at the number 1 spot on our list of most difficult dog breeds, the Chow Chow. If you're not already familiar with this breed, imagine a lion, a teddy bear, and a grumpy old man all rolled into one. Originally bred in China as hunting and guard dogs, Chow Chows are dignified, proud, and fiercely independent. They are one of the most temperamental and demanding breeds out there. At first glance, you might be smitten by their fluffy appearance and cute curled tails. But beneath that fluff is a dog that requires a very firm, experienced hand. Chow Chows are known for being aloof with strangers and even aggressive if not properly trained. They're territorial and possessive, and if they feel threatened or disrespected, they're not afraid to let you know, sometimes with a growl, other times with a bite. Socializing a chow from an early age is crucial if you want to avoid serious behavioral problems down the road. These dogs don't naturally get along with other pets, and they often don't tolerate new people coming into their home. If you're the kind of person who loves hosting guests, a chow might turn your house into a no-visitor zone. On top of that, Chow Chows are notoriously jealous. That's right, if you give attention to another dog or even another person, they might become sulky, possessive, or downright mean. Their loyalty runs deep, but it's a possessive kind of love that doesn't always play well with others. You'll need to earn their trust and maintain it, because once a Chow Chow decides you're not worth their time, it's incredibly difficult to win them back. They also require significant grooming. Their thick double coat sheds heavily and can mat easily, especially around the neck and chest. You'll need to brush them several times a week, if not daily, to keep that majestic mane in shape. But perhaps the hardest thing about owning a Chow Chow is how serious they are. These dogs don't play around, literally. They're not known for being silly or energetic. They're stoic, proud, and often seem like they're judging you. Training is possible, but only if you establish firm leadership early on. They don't respond well to yelling, punishment, or inconsistency. You need to be calm, confident, and assertive. Otherwise, the Chow will take over your home in no time. Simply put, this breed is not for first-time owners. They need boundaries, structure, and someone who understands canine psychology on a deeper level. If you get it right, a Chow Chow can be a loyal and protective companion. Get it wrong, and you'll have a furry dictator running your life. So there you have it. The top 3 most difficult dog breeds that can drive even the most experienced dog lovers to the edge. The Afghan Hound with its diva energy, the Basset Hound with its stubborn streak and potty problems, and the Chow Chow, the majestic fluffball with a heart of stone. These breeds aren't for the faint of heart, but if you're up for the challenge and have the right experience, they can be deeply rewarding companions. Just know what you're getting into. Which of these breeds surprised you the most? Do you have experience with any of them? Drop your stories in the comments below. We'd love to hear them. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell icon so you don't miss part 2 of this series. Until next time, happy tail wagging, or at least trying to get them to wag.